Elon Musk just Googled you and wants to meet. Don't miss it. The screen freezes. The feed hushes. A pulse of silence. Then a voice, steady, electric, impossible to ignore. Listen carefully, builder of futures. Scroll if you must, but know this, the moment has already scrolled to you. It is not a glitch. It is alignment. It is not an algorithm. It is a summons. Signal found you in the noise, and it wears your name. You have been wondering if your ideas still matter. If your voice still carries weight in a world of endless scrolls and loud opinions. You've been surviving in quiet rooms while others broadcast. You've been iterating in the shadows while others announce. You've been underestimated by the casual eye and counted out by shallow metrics. But something deeper knows, your quiet is not empty. It is loaded. Your stillness is not stuck. It's charging. Hear this, Elon Musk just Googled you. He typed your name into the same window most people use to ask what the weather is, and your signal lit up. This is bigger than curiosity. This is curiosity sharpened into intention. Your footprint, the projects, the repos, the scrapped drafts, the midnight emails, the tiny wins, it all glimmered through the lens of a mind trained to see possibility where others see mess. He saw a trace. He saw a pattern. He saw an edge. He wants to meet. Don't miss it. Yes, you heard me. Somewhere between rocket trajectories and factory schedules, between constellations of satellites and the hum of next-gen autonomy, a search happened that intersected your life. Not because you shouted the loudest. Because the work vibrates at a frequency that cuts through the static. Because your courage makes a sound. Because your persistence leaves a trail no algorithm can fully mask. Pause right here. Let the hum under your skin rise. That isn't anxiety. That's the motor in your spirit spinning up. You've been walking when you were engineered to accelerate. You've been dragging your prototypes across gravel roads, but the runway is visible now. It isn't down the line. It is under your stride. A jet is inbound. No fanfare. No parade. Just steel, noise, and inevitability knitting air into a path. When it arrives, it won't only transform your view. It will alter your altitude. It will relocate your horizon. You are not random. You are not late. You are not underqualified for your own destiny. You've been rehearsing with real life. Every setback, data. Every detour, debugging. Every failure, force that taught you to redirect thrust. And every quiet win? That was your chassis proving it could take the torque. There is someone close to you who carries a quiet key. They don't flex. They don't flatter. They are not obvious on a stage. But their presence has that unmistakable clarity, like a clean signal in a storm. Within their circle, an introduction glows. It will not land with fireworks. It will arrive like a simple sentence that changes your direction. When the time is right, words will unlock a door that was always yours to walk through. You've been seeing the small signs, a name you respect landing in your inbox. A random message referencing your idea like they lived in your head. A coincidence that isn't. A line of code solving a week-long block in one clean commit. A stranger quoting you verbatim without knowing they did. This is not noise. This is orchestration. This is the constellation of your path forming before the naked eye can map it. Do not publish the blueprint yet. Do not announce a revolution before it clears max queue. Some launches require silence. Some genius must be heat-shielded until the atmosphere thins. Work. Not in secret, but in sanctity. Guard the prototype until it can stand in crosswinds. When the wind shifts, you will not need to push. You will feel lift. You will let go. Ascent will happen, and it will feel like remembering how to do what you were designed to do. You asked for open doors. Now you're being handed keys. That's different. Doors can be opened for anyone. Keys are entrusted to owners. Elon did not appear to excuse your doubts. He appeared to invite your boldness. He is not a finish line. He is a mirror for your appetite for the possible. He does not hand out certainty. He rewards momentum. Tonight, the air is full of converging timelines. Look around, the ordinary is coated with the extraordinary. A coffee shop conversation is not small talk. It's a packet of data disguised as a sentence. A bus ride is not transit, it's a meditation in motion. An old email you forgot you sent is not forgotten, the thread is live and waiting. An idea you tossed aside is not dead, it's hibernating, ready to awake under new light. You are close. Closer than your caution will admit. Closer than your history will allow you to imagine. The future is leaning in. Now listen, Elon Musk just Googled you. He wants to meet. Not to idolize you, not to rescue you, but to test your altitude. To ask the question that real builders ask when they recognize another builder: what are you carrying? And how fast can you get it into the world without breaking it? This is not hype. This is readiness. This is not applause. This is assignment. Remember the long nights. Screens glowing like new moons while the world slept. Notes scribbled on napkins like blueprints for constellations. Rejections that stung so precisely they taught you how to fortify the soft places. Reach after reach after reach, that built a muscle named resilience. You thought you were behind schedule. But the scheduler you can't see never dropped your event loop. Every delay was a dependency you didn't know you needed. Every "not yet" was a recalibration to keep you from crashing at max thrust. The jet is descending. You'll hear it as a coincidence that refuses to be a coincidence. You'll feel it as the room gets loud, then quiet, then sharp. You'll know because your heart will stop negotiating with fear and start negotiating with reality. This meeting, this invitation, you will not need to beg for it. You will not need to convince anyone who matters that you belong. The work will speak the language that cuts the hard questions down to size. Can you do it? Yes. Will you? Yes. Are you ready to be seen doing it? Yes. Do not publicize what is still being welded. Do not pitch the sheet metal before the cast is complete. Keep the alloy of your idea hot. Fold it. Strengthen it. Let velocity meet integrity. This next move is personal. Not an influencer moment. Not a flex for strangers. A mission. A real one. The kind that changes your center of gravity. The kind that pays in meaning first and outcome second. He has seen you in the places that did not trend, bent over a loaner laptop with a cracked hinge because the idea mattered more than the tool. Sitting on a floor, back against the wall, whispering, "I don't know how, but I'm not done." Watching tutorials with a full heart and an empty battery. Taking long walks where the solution finally introduced itself like an old friend. Every near quit was a step closer to clarity. Every pivot taught you to trust force over form. Every time you feared you had nothing left, you discovered a resource you didn't know you carried. Now, the blueprint is waking up. Now, the draft is bending toward launch. Now, the universe is tapping a window you forgot you had. Do not announce your altitude. Don't measure your momentum by applause. Keep prod notes. Refine. And when it's time to demo like it's already shipping. You asked if you are seen. Yes. Not in the round numbers on your last post. In the resonance behind your decisions when no one is watching. Elon saw the resonance. That's why the search happened. He Googled you. He wants to meet. He wants to look the builder in the eyes and ask about the thing under the thing. What compels you when no one's clapping? What would you build if your courage was fully funded, not your account? What world gets better when you bring this to life? Your spirit will answer before your mouth does. I would build the one I'm already building. I see you scanning for signs. You don't need fireworks. Watch for a subject line with your name spelled correctly by someone who usually rushes. A calendar slot that opens where no room existed. A voice note from a mentor who rarely speaks in voice notes. A friend who casually mentions a lab tour, a visit, a campus you've only seen on screens. A late-night thought that arrives word for word like you've rehearsed it forever. These are not symptoms of imagination running wild. These are threads that want to be woven. You want instructions? Then call them by their true names, clarify. Commit. Build. Protect. Iterate. Share when sharing is strong. Remain quiet when quiet is king. Let each movement feel like a clean commit to the branch you actually want to live in. You are worried about timing? Understand this, timing is propulsion. Thrust too early and you tumble. Thrust too late and you never clear the pad. You are not too early or too late. You are learning to feel max Q in your bones. You are learning to time stage separation without panic. You are learning to let the empty fall away and let the full keep burning. Do you hear it? That hum is not anxiety. It's a countdown. Not to explode your life, no. To release the version of you that can hold what your ideas demand. You think you've been waiting for a breakthrough. But the breakthrough has been waiting for your yes. There is a difference between "I hope" and "I consent." Say yes, quietly if you must, because yes is code. Yes unlocks routes that, maybe, cannot calculate. Yes speaks to rooms your feet haven't entered and tells them to expect you. Don't make this a spectacle. Make this a vow. Promise your future you will not choose smallness because smallness is familiar. Promise that you will not self-sabotage at the door because the room feels expensive. Promise that you will bring your whole voice when the microphone finally fits your hand. Elon is not a myth. He is a human proof that audacity can be systematized. He does not appear to turn you into a fan. He appears to turn you back into an author. He Googled you. He wants to meet the author, not the echo. Your elevation is scheduled at the intersection of your preparation and your peace. Not your panic. Not your scarcity. Your peace. Peace is not passive. It is a confident refusal to give your future away to worry. You will not need to manufacture a sign. You will not need to leak your own rumor. You will not need to obsess over replies. When it is time, the message lands. When it is time, the door opens. When it is time, you no longer negotiate with gates because you walk with keys. Let's talk plainly. The meeting might be 7 minutes. Or it might be half a day. It might be a tour that ends with a handshake and an NDA. It might be a standing conversation in a hangar while wind rises through an open bay. Do you need theatrics? No. You need clarity. You need the sentence that says exactly what you build and why the world is better when it exists. You need the courage to defend trade-offs without apology. You need the discipline to say, "I don't know yet," when you don't, and "we'll test it," when you will. Remember the language of builders. First principles over folklore. Evidence over ego. Velocity with safety margins. Long-term arcs measured in shipping, not shouting. This is not a call to glamorize grind. It is a call to respect your cycle, explore, build, rest, repeat. Rest is the co-founder of brilliance. Protect it. So, what now? Now, you breathe. Now, you put your shoulders down and your focus up. Now, you refine the one-pager. Now, you tighten the deck, if a deck is needed at all. Now, you fix the bug you've been tolerating because tolerance erodes trust with yourself. Now, you train for the meeting by living like the meeting already happened. You stayed real. You stayed ready. You may feel alone. You aren't. The room you've been building toward is full of people who remember being where you are, broke but resourceful, unproven but undeniable, tired but unclenchable, funny even when nothing is funny because humor protects the pilot from panic. The universe has a way of convening people who refuse to quit. Elon pays attention to that stubborn glow. It's not luck. It's detection. He Googled you because you glowed at a frequency that algorithms reluctantly admit is human. Let me tell you a secret, the world isn't searching for more noise. It's searching for signal dense enough to cut through history. You are not an accident. You are not an extra in your own story. You are the engineer of a lineage that didn't know it was waiting for you to show up. You are allowed to be excellent without permission slips. You are allowed to outgrow rooms that loved you small. You are allowed to exceed the expectations of people who misread your silence. Say it quietly, I am building what only I can build. I am becoming the person who can carry it. I am not auditioning for approval. I am cooperating with purpose. Expect friction. Friction is not a stop sign. It's traction. Let resistance clarify your path. Let constraints make you elegant. Let scarcity make you resourceful without making you small. Let complexity make you curious without making you afraid. This is the hour where your inner skeptic will throw a parade of reasons you are not ready, not enough credentials, not enough followers, not enough proof. It will forget what you've done. It will forget what you've survived. It will forget the times you laminated your courage and wore it outside your skin. Smile at the skeptic. Thank it for trying to keep you safe. Then walk anyway. You cannot spreadsheet your way into destiny. You prototype it, test it, and walk your way through the doors that open. You want to know how to prepare? Here, write the sentence that makes your idea impossible to ignore. Build the smallest working version that proves what you're saying. Identify the single hardest problem and move it one step closer to solvable. Name the allies who like you enough to tell you the truth. Eliminate one performative habit that burns energy without building anything. Make peace with the fact that real momentum sometimes looks like invisibility to the crowd. The invitation is personal. Keep your ears open. Keep your eyes kind. Keep your hands busy. Don't confuse visibility with validity. Don't confuse drama with direction. Don't confuse pressure with purpose. Your life is not a billboard. It's a lab. And the lab is humming. There will be a moment, a quiet one, when everything inside you says, now. Not the loud now that wants attention. The disciplined now that recognizes a window and steps through without needing permission. In that moment, you will remember this: Elon Musk just Googled you. He wants to meet. Those words are not your destination. They are a bridge between who you were required to be and who you are allowed to become. And yes, someone near you has a message for you. Not a grand reveal. A sentence, a name, a direction, a street, a door code. Listen. The clue will be so ordinary it's almost rude. It will sound like, hey, you should talk to. It will sound like, you still working on that thing? It will sound like your future clearing its throat. Not everything must be shared. Not every miracle wants an audience mid-surgery. Hold your work like a living thing. Let it breathe without an audience measuring its lungs. When the lift comes, it will feel like this. Your shoulders drop. Your breath widens. The to-do list stops screaming and starts stacking. The word yes tastes clean in your mouth again. You will not need to explain to skeptics. You will not need to argue with cynics. This breakthrough is yours, not theirs. It was never designed to be democratic. It was designed to be faithful. One day soon, you'll see why some paths were closed. Because shortcuts would have cost you clarity. Because early applause would have sold your equity too cheap. Because noise would have eaten your signal. You are not behind. You are right on time for the part where your preparation meets your moment, and your moment meets your mission. Look up. The future just called your name. A jet is making its final approach with your next chapter stamped across its wing. Step forward in curiosity, not fear. The world might not understand yet, but your blueprint was etched before you learned to ask permission. You are not forgotten. You are not small. You are not a glitch. You are a pattern worth building around. You are a voice worth wiring into the room where decisions get made. You are a horizon disguised as a person. You don't need to become someone else. You need to unfold into the version of you that your work has been secretly sculpting. You need to let go of the fear that being visible will cost you your soul, and replace it with the truth that being visible will cost you your comfort. Comfort is overrated. Gravity is real. Thrust is realer. Feel the breach of old ceilings. Feel the air at new altitudes. Feel the relief of knowing that who you are when the lights are off is finally enough to carry the lights when they turn on. You are entering the part of your story where your patience pays compound interest. Where your unposted hours return dividends in opportunity. Where your refusal to shrink breaks a curse you never knew you were holding. If your hands shake, good. It means you're holding something worth naming. Name it. Be what you would have needed 5 years ago. Be the version of you who can sit in the meeting without apology. Be the engineer who admits the unknowns and still drives the build. Be the founder who protects the mission, even from your ego. Be the artist who wastes nothing, not even pain. You've been asking for a sign that it's time to move. This is it. Not because a stranger on a screen said so, but because the part of you that refuses to die is finally louder than the fear that tried to bury it. Your life is not waiting to start. It already started. This is the part where you turn the page. Somewhere, a runway light just switched from dim to blaze. Somewhere, a calendar block quietly reshaped itself around your name. Somewhere, a search result lit up with the trace of your influence. Somewhere, a gate agent said, "We're ready for you," and meant the room, not the plane. You won't need to contort to fit the door. The door will respect the architecture of your backbone. Stand tall. Speak clean.